I really want to punch into 375 horse, 400 plus foot-pounds of torque. That'd be a primo spot for this full-size SUV. As you can see, we've got a Cadillac Escalade on the dyno today. This one should be pretty straightforward. Pre-tune inspection went very well. Everything seems pretty happy. 2016 Cadillac Escalade 6.2 liter engine, 8-speed transmission. Only modification, Brian Tooley Stage 2 cam. Everything else stock intake, stock exhaust. I'm guessing just a DOD failure on this one, so they figured why not just throw a little bit extra power at it and still have stock-like drivability. So we're gonna see what it does today. Let's just jump right into it. We've already got a base file in here. We've done quite a bit of these Brian Tooley cams over the years. I love the way they perform. I love the way they drive. So this one really shouldn't be too much of a headache. I don't expect any headache, but you never know when you're on the dyno. All right, fuel trims are looking good. Everything's responding as expected. Coolant temps up to operating temp. Oil temps solid. And we know this is a good base, so we're just gonna get right into a wide open hit and see what she does. Soft hit to start. 353 horse. It's a solid start. Soft base. Let's look at the log and see what she wants. Well, the good news is base run went pretty well. Cut it a little short of what I intended to RPM wise. 1-to-1, 8-speed trans, higher speed limiter than you'd actually see on the road. So ran into speed limiter earlier than planned. Tuner's fault, base tune, whoopsie daisy. But everything was clean leading up to it. We had just a smidge of knock right out the stab, but overall it was pretty clean. Pulled a little bit of timing out of there. Fueling was within a couple of percent. We adjusted that, so this one should perform pretty well. Let's just run it, see what happens. And here we go.
Supposed to go all the way open.
I did. Stock intake.
What's that?
Just a cam.
That's it?
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You get a cam in there to help it breathe, and then the 130,000 mile stock exhaust and no intake. Well, those are new choking points. So, I mean, we're still up, even right now, like 40 horse from what they do stock.
So what happens on the top end if they fall on their nose?
The tuner forgets the speed limiter's not high enough for the dyno. Oh. Yep. All right, that one was pretty good. 364 horse, 394 torque, just shy of that 400 torque mark, which is pretty solid. Timing looked pretty happy. I think we'll pump a little bit more in the mid-range, see if we can bring that torque up just a little bit. And it was still climbing when I let out, so I think we're gonna bump that rev limiter up just a hair for this cam too, and a couple more rips and she'll be pretty well dialed. I really want to punch into the 375 horse and 400 plus foot-pounds of torque range. I think that'd be just a primo spot for this full-size SUV. It's Cadillac Escalade ESV, so it's the big boy, and I think that'd be perfect setup for it. It's begging for a cold air intake at this point and a higher flowing exhaust, but for stock everything else, it's performing pretty well. So we'll see what we can do. Let's get it. All right, so we actually didn't gain anything on that one. We're within like 2 horsepower. I think we're actually same on horsepower and within a couple foot-pounds of torque. Didn't quite crack that 400 number. We're heating up a little bit here, but it's consistent, it's clean across the board. We added a little bit of timing in that run and it didn't help anything, so we're gonna back that timing back out. No reason to have additional ignition advance in there if it's not gonna net us any more power. That's just unneeded cylinder pressure. So it's time to lock in and dial the volumetric efficiency model, and then blend everything back together into the true blended airflow mode, double check things, and we'll be pretty well good to go on the dyno side of stuff. I'm gonna skip recording the VE steady state stuff for right now because that's not very exciting. So we'll just cut through that and call it a successful dyno session. Okay, so I'll give you a little taste of the steady state volumetric efficiency dialing. You can see why it's not that exciting, but we're getting nice, solid, steady, usable data. And I have a whole bunch of fancy math in the background to help speed this process up, but I'm not gonna put you through all of that. We'll just keep rolling on it, and you can trust me that we're doing the whole thing. All right, well, this is one of those dyno sessions that everything went smoothly as expected. I attribute that to a proper installation on the customer's part or whoever did the install on the work, as well as a thorough pre-tune inspection to make sure nothing, or to mitigate surprises as best as possible throughout the dyno tuning process, and everything else just went smoothly. I think we made good power and good torque for being a cam only application, and once we get the final touches on everything here and then get our custom trans tune in there, a little bit of street revising for the setup, I think it's going to be a good runner. These 8-speed transmissions can use a lot of help from the factory, but I think this thing is going to drive a whole lot better when we're done with it today. So thanks for joining me. We'll see you in the next one. Was blocked on all fronts.
That'll be good.
Pretty clean.
Good content. It focuses well.
Because all the cool kids rock 2 watches.